Hello and welcome! Are we recording?
We sure are!
Yay! This is Sisters of the Holy Firebird, the Lying Liars episode.
Or episode 37. My name is Devin, also known as Rambunctious Guy.
And I'm Heather, known as Tiny Kiwi. So grab your knitting, or crochet, or whatever you're working on and join us while we craft and pontificate.
Pontificating! Here we go! Yay. I finished the scarf that you're wearing.
Oh, this whole thing. So sneaky!
Yeah, that's the Hitchhiker out of Socks That Rock colorway. I can't remember the name of the colorway, but it was super fun to knit, and I really enjoyed it. And I have like a yard left. So that's one of the things I really like about that pattern. You can use up the whole ball.
Mm-hmm. I wore this black shirt today specifically to show off this. So.
Awesome. I also finished some dryer balls.
I want to see. Ooh. No, don't sit on that.
They are not terribly exciting.
My lag is so bad that I can't see them.
You still can't see them?
Oh. Nope, I can now.
Oh, wow. That's a really bad lag.
Yeah, it's showing that my Skype stuff is laggy. The little green thing went to yellow.
Oh.
We've gone to plaid. They're very cute, though, because now they're stuck on that screen, so I like them. So what do? You just felt these now?
Yes. So inside is just a ball of yarn. This is leftover wool of the Andes that I had from my Road to Golden sweater. The pattern is Road to Golden. My project is called Road to Amethyst because it's purple.
Right.
My main color is purple. And that was my potions owl. So I had this leftover yarn, and I've had it for a while, and I haven't done anything with it. And I was like, I know it's perfectly good yarn, and I could use it for something else, but I haven't. And it's feltable, so I thought I would make some dryer balls. Woot. And the more yarn I use, the more yarn I can buy.
It's true. It's really true.
The laws of the universe. So they've actually already been through the wash and dryer once. So I just put them in the wash with some blankets and then put them in the dryer. And the next time, and I think they went through a cold wash, though. We were at my partner's dad's house, so I didn't really have any say. But, actually, I forgot. That's not true. I could have said wash it in hot water, but I didn't. So next time I'm going to try wash them in hot water and see if that helps them felt a little bit more. They're still fine. They're totally usable right now. The pattern that I used is literally just for a sphere. You cast on 6, increase every stitch, then knit a plain row. Knit 1, increase, knit a plain row. Knit 2, increase, knit a plain row. Knit 3, increase, knit a plain row. Like, it makes a sphere if you do that. So, yeah. And then, because I made 4 of them, I'm really excited because that's 4 classes.
Right.
And, I wanted to felt them again because technically I feel like these are not done yet. Because I do intend to continue felting them, and you are technically supposed to turn in a class when it's finished. Like, what does it mean if it's finished to you? And technically to me, these are not finished, because they're supposed to be felted one more time. So that's why I haven't turned them in yet.
Can you just throw them in the wash with some shoes and some hot water? Well, I guess maybe not hot water with the shoes, but...
yeah, I mean... It's partly because, like, these are not for show. They're not for, nobody's gonna wear it. It doesn't have to be any kind of size. Like, it doesn't matter. So, if they felt great, if they don't, it's really, like, they'll felt in the dryer over time anyway.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about these because I can make extras. and just have them. I think I was talking about this, and then just have them to give away. They're such a good like gift thing for like somebody where you're like, I've known them for forever. I've loved them to pieces. They don't need anything. What can I give them? Everybody needs dryer balls.
So how do you use these?
You just put them in the dryer with your clothing, and it helps fluff up it actually reduces the amount of time that your clothing is in the dryer, because the wool ones also absorb some of the moisture. They also soften your clothes. It's like a natural dryer sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And wool is a natural deodorizer too. So
right.
It's
do you
all
have
of those
to
things
eventually...
all in one. Huh?
Sorry. Do you have to eventually like put them in some lanolin or anything to like, refresh them?
I haven't heard about anybody needing to do that, so I don't know.
Maybe not.
And these are the first I've ever made, so I don't know what's going to happen,
It'll be fun finding out.
Yeah, they're a super fun project, and they were fast. I knit one in probably like 4 episodes of something or other.
Yeah.
So, I am glad that they are done. As far as the whips go, I'm kind of in between projects. Like, I have the whips that I've talked about before, but I haven't really cast on anything new. I'm kind of waiting to cast on some socks. I'm going to talk about my owl proposal now. I proposed an owl. And I decided to, and so, like, I don't know why I was, like, all braggy, like, I don't know how many owls I could do because I've done so many owls. Like, I've only done 4. So, there's, like, plenty of owls left for me to do. I don't know why I was being such a, like, meh, meh.
They feel like a lot. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Well, and the other thing is, too, I've failed 2 owls. So, it feels like I've done them because I did finish them, but just not in time.
Right.
For them to count. So,
right.
I proposed the, and they make good cat toys. Here you go, Timber.
Go help this kid.
Oh, he's helping all right. Meow, nom, 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 nom. You having
Little
a good
weirdo.
time? He's having a good time.
That sounds good.
So, I did a History of Magic Owl. There's an option where you can knit 3 things to represent 3 characters or historical places, So I did 3 pairs of socks, which is pretty common, and for this owl.
Right.
And I want to make them with the Sherman toe and heel, which I haven't done before. And
sorry, my cat's being very bossy, like demanding.
That's okay. So is mine.
Okay.
It's tough life we lead.
I know. He's so squeaky. What are you squeaking about, huh? You're filthy. What have you been rolling in? I just vacuumed. It's like having a 2-year-old in the house that never grows up.
So I'm doing the Sherman toe and heel with my socks. And I am gonna just knit plain socks mostly. And then, other than the Sherman toe, which I haven't done before, so I'm excited to try that.
Yeah.
The 3 characters that I'm doing, I decided to do 3 Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers. Mad-Eye Moody, Remus Lupin, and Severus Snape. So I have some Zauberball yarn. I think I was talking about that last time, that I want to make into some socks. And then for Lupin, I have some dark, it's like a really dark purple with pops of light purple. So that'll be for Lupin because purple.
Right.
And then Snape, I have leftover green yarn. I have about 200 yards of that, and I have leftover silver yarn. So I'm going to do some Slytherin socks.
Oh, yay!
Yay! So that's what I proposed for the owl, and I figured even if I don't complete it, I'll at least have some socks.
Right.
Which I was planning on making anyway, so...
Cool.
Yeah. And that way I don't have to, like, try and find a sweater pattern and do all that stuff.
Right. And
I tend to knit my sweaters in the summer anyway, so... At least it feels that way. Knowing me, that might not even be true, but...
We can't trust a word you say.
Yeah, really. And I did want to say that you can check what owls you've done. In the top of the owl thread, there's a link to their giant spreadsheet of everybody who is completed an owl, so you can look for your name and find out which owls you've done.
That's pretty cool.
And you can also make sure that they have you recorded for the right ones and all that stuff,
right.
too.
I just need to... I've always been good about knowing what year I am, but this year I was just like, I have no clue what year I am. Like, I need to start writing this down, like, in my profile so I don't have to remember it.
Yeah, I always forget. I'm an M1 now.
That's, like, crazy.
I know. Like, I was flabbergasted. I was like, what? What? What?
Part of the big kids.
I am. What are you working on?
What am I working on? Let me get my list. So, I've decided on which whips I'm going to do, because I'm going to try to do one whip per month to get them cranked out, because that's mostly what I've got left. I did a big yarn destash, and almost all the yarn I have now is stuff that's, like, half started. So that's main goal. Get through whips. I'm going to finish that pink cable scarf, or I'm going to die trying. Everybody's heard that for about 5 years, I think. So I think nobody's going to believe me until it's actually done. Yes. So that's for January, because I figure I can get that done in a month.
Awesome.
And then Miss Jane's hat. It's going to be for February. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get that done in a month, but hopefully. Since I already have most of the brim done. All I have to do is finish the brim and then do the rest of the hat.
Yeah, that's the main part of that hat, is that cabled brim, so if you're almost done with that...
Yeah, pretty much. And I think the hardest part for the rest of it will be picking up the stitches, and then beyond that it's just pretty much straight knitting and purling. So... hopefully, I'm hopeful I can get that done in a month if I really work on it. And then for March, I want to try to turn in the simple socks that I've been working on, because I'm going to use whatever spare time I have in January and February to try to crank them along, because I don't know if I'm going to get that done in a month. But that's my goal, is to get those done by March. So however that needs to happen, we'll find out. So, and then for my classes, I'm doing a doily, which is what I'm working on now, for my mother-in-law, basically. Since I clearly haven't made it for Christmas, I'm going to be trying to get it done by Chinese New Year, which is February 12th or something like this. I have to look. But I want to get it in the mail and out by the end of the month. So this is going to be my homework project for for January. I may do more, but I'm only planning for one homework project a month, since I'm already working on the whip stuff, and that stuff's plenty time-consuming. Your cat is adorable, by the way.
Yes, I know. He did his little cameo.
Yeah.
That's what he does in the morning to wake me up. He bats at my hair.
Yeah, they do that, just to be lovable. For February, I have some, what do you call it, homespun, you know, that Lion brand stuff that's all wiggly, and it's, like, horrible to work with. I have some that I've had for forever, and I need to not be having that anymore. So my goal is to actually make a scarf out of that, in February, and if I don't accomplish that, it's getting destashed.
Gone.
Yeah. So that's my hope for February's class. And then for March, for classes, I am going to do a headband. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make another Catherine wheel headband like I made before, but that's up in the air. I know I want to make a headband, so I'm probably just going to go through the patterns that I have and the yarn that I have and just randomly pick something. So, at least I've got a plan.
That sounds good. Yes, good plan.
Yeah. I'm also going to try and hopefully get the Rosaline hat accepted as a order mission. That may or may not happen, so that might get substituted in as a class. I don't think I can get that done in a month, but I might try. Because I really want to get that made. So, that's a lot of planning. I'm still going through yarn, and I've still got stuff to destash, so at least it's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I've managed to frog almost all of the projects that need frogging. I only have maybe 2 more projects that I need to frog. So at least that's getting somewhere.
That's good.
So, and then I need to decide whether I'm actually going to make something with it or destash that yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like if I haven't made anything with it yet, you know, I'm probably not going to. And I'd rather get fun, pretty yarn and make a bliss capelet.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
So we have 10 minutes left.
Yay!
So the Brain and Moment section is next, and I wanted to make sure I got to your question.
Oh, okay. Let me grab my book.
Your question for me.
I was going to read part of the Rosaline pattern. It didn't make much sense to me, but it's because he's using 2 circs instead of circulars, instead of TBNs. And I've never really used 2 circs to work in the round like that. I should have put a post-it, because now I can't find the thing. Oh, here we go.
That's always the way it goes.
Right. Because what it says for the knitting needles is 2 24-inch circular needles.
Mm-hmm.
Or size to get gauge, you know.
Right.
But, and then it says, using Judy's magic cast on 8 stitches onto each of 2 needles.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 4 needles involved at that point, really. That's why I'm like...
No.
So you're only using... Are you using just 1 needle, or are you using 1 needle from each circ? Flap will be worked in the round, keeping half of the stitches on each needle at all times. I can't visualize how this is going to start.
Hi, Camper. Let's see if I have. Oh, good. Look, I have 2. 2 circular needles.
Yay!
So he means that you start... Here, let's see. You cast 8 stitches on.
Uh-huh.
You could actually... This is what I would do.
Uh-huh.
I would cast 16 stitches onto 1 needle.
Uh-huh.
Then I would move them all down to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I would transfer 8 to this needle. So now they're connected, right? 8
right.
stitches here, 8 stitches here.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And then, so the stitches are here.
Mm-hmm.
And you move them down to the middle-ish. You leave these 8 stitches there, so they stay there. And then let's see, my white face, there you go. This needle you move up.
Well, you're frozen, so it's not helping. Sorry.
And now you have, I'll hold it here. You have 8 stitches here on the top on the needle that you're not using, and 8 stitches down here.
Mm-hmm.
And the join is on this side.
Okay.
The join is in here.
Right.
And your working yarn is coming from back here.
Okay.
Because this is the last stitch you cast on.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start knitting these stitches here that are on this needle, and that'll join the round.
Okay.
That's how knitting with 2 circulars works.
I think I just need to try it.
It's easier than it sounds.
I believe it. I mean, if I could figure it out with using a toothpick in an airport for that sock, then I'm pretty sure I can figure it out with some circs. It's just, I gotta play with it.
There you go.
I'm a learner by doing, so.
And what's your other brainy moment for this week?
Oh, yes. I wanted to share. So, I saw one of my friends using one of these. This is a silicone hot pad, for kitchen use. But it's also great for your glue gun, because the glue can just be peeled right off of it.
Nice.
Brilliant. And it's like heat resistant, so you can just put the glue gun right on it and it doesn't melt it. Because it's silicone, Yes, it's brilliant. I wish I had, come across this years ago. Because before I just kind of leaned it in a little plastic bowl, and then picked the things off or whatever. But this is so much easier. Oh my gosh.
I always set mine on an old magazine that I didn't care about, and then I would just throw it away at the end.
Pretty much. And that's just a pain, though, especially when you use a glue gun a lot. Like if you're making a billion hair bows or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just a pain.
Yes.
This is so much easier. I highly recommend it. Super cheap, super easy.
Awesome.
Love it.
You have shiny.
I do.
This week. We have segments this week. Look at us go.
I know, it's like we're organized. Don't tell. So, I got this at Daiso. It's a little pill cutter for your sweaters. Mm-hmm. And I had a sweater that severely needed it because it was used and it was very pilly. Somebody had washed it with something dark and it's bright yellow. So I cut all the little pills off with this thing and it was only $1.50.
Yay!
Super awesome. Scares the cat though.
But that's okay.
He doesn't like it. His eyes go from all calm to what? Highly recommended. Cool. If you have a Daiso near you, get one. So, I don't know. Do we have any more segments?
There is Hyperventilate.
Ask a Mortician. I've been watching videos online. Ask a Mortician, obviously, is the name of it. And she just talks about stuff. She works worked in a crematory. She's also an author. But her videos are interesting and informative and funny. Mm-hmm. So I've been enjoying watching that.
Cool.
Yeah. What else? I know I made a list somewhere.
You had another Hyperventilate, I thought.
Oh! I do. I'm gonna grab it.
There she goes.
So, I'm way more excited about this than I should be, I think. Which is why it's Hyperventilate. So, Tracy totally lent me her mini cupcake maker. So I made red velvet mini cupcakes at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, that's fun.
So, I really love baking. I am awful at cooking, but I love to bake. So she's like, just borrow this and then you can get your baking fix. And I'm like, yes! Now I can make cupcakes. 2 o'clock in the morning like a normal person does.
Hey!
So I'm super stoked about that.
That's
Thanks
super
for the
fun.
loan. I think that's all I have to talk about.
I have one more thing.
Okay, go for it.
I have an ear party thing today.
Yes.
I was listening to NPR. They put together a playlist it's like an app for the internet, of their favorite songs from 2014. All 302 of them. And so I found this song on that. It's by a UK artist. His name is Sam Smith. Mm-hmm. And the song is called Stay With Me. And his voice is just so crystal clear. It's kind of gospel style influenced. And it's just such a good song. So it's really catchy. And I play it on repeat. I've been playing it on repeat. So
cool.
I've been really enjoying it.
Do you have more of his stuff or just listening to that song?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I don't even own it. I've just been listening to it on YouTube.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So, but that's it for me this week.
Okay.
Got any random remnant things?
Nope, I'm still going through, I'm kind of behind. I'm going through my yarn and needles now, and doing more working on doing more de-stash and organization. So,
Uh-huh.
especially now that I've gotten rid of so much yarn, I can consolidate what I do have.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a big task. We'll see how much I can get done. Mostly I'm just trying to get everything going for staying on target for my goals for each month.
Yes.
So that's basically my biggest thing. If the rest of it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I just really want to do my 1 whip per month and my 1 homework per month, and everything else that happens is great.
Yes.
If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Agreed.
So.
Hey, you know what I was thinking? You should show us a close-up of that wonderful shawl you're wearing, because it looks real pretty.
Yeah, it does. I love it, by the way.
Oh, good.
So, let's see, where's my camera? Let me get the light on it so you can see, because it's really beautiful. Oh, I saw Dad's scarf, too. It looks great.
Yeah, it came out nice. I decided not to line it.
Yeah, he's, like, super excited, though, to be wearing it, like, when he travels. So, you done good.
Oh, good. It's such a pretty pattern.
I
So
love
clever.
this. I love your, I don't know, I just love it. I think I need to buy this pattern and make myself one.
It's a really good pattern.
I'm just really kind of excited about it. It's just the right size.
Oh, good.
And I like to drape it with the little ridgy part coming down because it looks like little sticks.
Yeah, right?
I know, that's like the fun part.
Yep. I always wear it so I can, like, see the ridgy part, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I was wearing it as a cowl, I draped it so that you could see the little ridges going on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun. It's like the simple pleasures in life.
Yes.
I'm super stoked. Thanks for my presents.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it.
Even though I totally lied and said that I didn't get them yet.
Yeah. It's a bad pookie.
I know. I do that a lot. I'm sorry. I like to lie to you and then have a big reveal.
It's okay. Well, your camera is stuck and I need to go.
Okay.
So I think that should probably be it for us today.
Yeah. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.